Teen Wolf TV Time with me. Let's jump right into it. The episode started off with a bang, and so should we. Somebody needs to tell Donovan that we are not supposed to have teeth in our neck. Teeth are meant for your mouth or for your vagina if you have a dentata situation going on. But places they do not belong are in your neck and in your palm. They have done that twice since the season started, and I need them to know that teeth do not belong in those places. So it seems that Stiles is going to have to fight for his life very soon because Donovan is stalking him at the school, as usual, the bringer of death. They are at the school. Stiles is in trouble. It's time to see if he can put to use some human fighting skills. He doesn't have his baseball bat. I don't know how he's going to get out of this. I do. But we're going to have to see what happens. So I guess they're going to do a little cat and mouse play. Donovan's trolling Stiles about his phone and how Malia's calling. And Stiles is low-key like, how can I kill this bastard so that I can get out of here with my life? And you know what he does? He pulls the damn pin thing, and all that stuff comes tumbling down. And you know who gets impaled? Donovan. I told you guys last week and the week before that these like chimeras only have like a 45-minute shelf life. They last like no time at all. For all the work that gets put into building them and creating them, they get killed so easily. But let me backtrack a second. Donovan's mad at the sheriff because his father got shot in the spine. I don't understand how it's Stilinski's fault that he knew how to duck. Like, bro, somebody should have told you in the academy that you don't block bullets with your spine. So, sorry about it, bro. I don't see how that's the sheriff's fault. That was your dumbass daddy going into a shootout, trying to be great, and getting got. When Stiles looked down and saw Donovan like impaled, that was the perfect time to call him a bitch. Because Donovan called him like 6 or 7 different kind of bitches when he was trolling with the phone and all that stuff. Payback should have been a bitch, but I guess he was a little like taken aback by having murdered someone, so I guess it's okay. At this point, I feel like they should just have a unit constantly stationed at the school because everybody always seems to get dead there. It's like no middle ground. There's always somebody being murdered. And the cops are always a little bit too far behind. Okay, Stiles, I know you're new to the committing murder thing, but your father is a sheriff. You have a murder board in your bedroom. So I think that you should realize that you should clean the blood off your hands, your G, your forehead, and everything else you touched. Because if you don't want to go to jail, you might want to do a better job of hiding evidence and tampering with crime scenes. So it looks like Donovan managed to unkebab himself. He's probably going to be pissed. But how did he unskewer himself, clean up that mess, and get home for dinner all in, like, I feel like there needs to be a cleaning business opened immediately, because if you can work that quick, maybe murder is not the name of your game, but cleaning, and there is a market for that. What the hell is this chanting? Looks like new information is going on the murder board. I for a second thought that fool was about to write down that he killed Donovan on the board, and I'm like, okay, your dad's cool with a lot of stuff. But Annalise Keating taught us to always refute and debunk all evidence against us so that nobody may point the finger at you. So I'm gonna need Stiles to sit down and watch a couple episodes of How to Get Away with Murder so that he can actually get away with murder. Okay, so people are moving the bodies, and one can only imagine that they're going to create some super duper supernatural Megazord, and it's gonna wreak havoc on Beacon Hills. Nobody will be safe, especially not the Alpha Pack with Scott and all them. Concerned. Oh, so it's Parrish the Body Snatcher. I thought he was like the Phoenix Angel carrying people to like the afterworld, but it seems that he is just collecting bodies for whatever reason. Returning them to the Nemeton, I guess, but I don't know what purpose that serves. They're not real supernatural creatures. They were built, not created, so they should have no real tie to the Nemeton at all, but who the hell knows? How invasive. You can't just ask somebody why their heart is beating fast. That's just like saying, if you're from Africa, why are you white? You can't just ask people why they're white. You can't just ask people why their heart is beating fast. It's rude. I'm getting like major Power Rangers feels. Like I feel like this is the part where Rita comes out and orders, I forget his name, to build her a new monster in that little like pizza oven. That's what I'm getting right now. I like it, but at the same time, it's not whatever, nostalgia. I love that all these witches are so astute. Like nothing escapes their notice at all. Like if you want to hide something, you just can't, because either Styles or Lydia are going to pick up on it, and then you're going to have to explain yourself. And who wants to do that? Just tell the truth. Honesty is the best policy, unless you're telling somebody that's bad, and that's just weird. Right up there with like asking somebody why they're white and why they're arguing. Oh my god, are we really doing this? Like, Kira's gonna be that girl that's super pressed that Scott, in passing, as a high school boy, said that he loved you. Now you're gonna be all pressed and oh my god, you didn't say it again, you didn't mean it. Oh, girl. Girl. You are not Allison Argent. You do not hold that kind of power. Please settle your tea kettle. And now she wants to know what Scott sees when he looks at her. Of course he lies and doesn't say that he sees a fiery, murdering fox spirit. He just is going to say, oh, I found your belt. Way to dodge the question. I don't know why he hasn't learned that not telling people the truth oftentimes leads to even more drama and probably death. So we should probably try that thing that I just said a minute ago, where honesty is the best policy, because it's unnecessary to keep lying to each other, especially over minuscule things like fire demons, because that's probably important. I think it's interesting that Styles is trying to justify the fact that he murdered Donovan without actively telling anybody by biting Scott's head off when he's like, hey, maybe we shouldn't be killing these people, but instead trying to find them help. You know, I'm kind of on the fence, because while I feel like murdering some of them at this point is necessary, Scott's Sailor Moon approach to everything also kind of gets on my nerves. Why didn't they bring Liam with them to Eichenhaus? How long do you think it'll take before Malia decides to bend her back for Theo? Like, I don't like Malia and Styles together, and at the same time, Theo and Malia probably have the same kind of mentality, and if I have to be bluntly and completely honest, Theo is like way more attractive than Styles. Physically, personality-wise, Styles wins every time. But Theo is hot with a capital H-O-T, exclamation mark, like horny smiley face, like they is everything. So I can understand why one would want to leave Styles for him, but then at the same time, as like a person who's not trying to be shallow, I wouldn't leave Styles for Theo. But as a person who's trying to be shallow, the dick is probably a little bit better with Theo. I'm just saying, don't bite my head off. I'm sure you're all thinking it. Okay, Scott. I'm gonna need you to not like drag up all of these Stydia feels for me, because I was Steric shipper and now I am a Jordan Lydia shipper. What I don't need is for you to bring and shed light of beauty and happiness and majesty to Styles and Lydia's relationship. They are bro TP, not OTP. So I need you to keep that foolishness to yourself. So is Lydia's low-level supernatural rank like enough to get her across the Mountain Ash? Like, I think I missed it. Maybe they brushed some aside so she could go across. But as far as I know, she just went across, and that's not allowed. Can we get Kira a surge protector, please? Because all this that she's doing, not necessary. Theo, everyone does the speed limit. It's the law for a reason. Click it or ticket, fool. Oh my god, Malia is the queen of melodrama. Are we really doing this right now? Really? But that receptionist had the right idea, because as soon as I saw those dread doctors hit the scene, I'm out. You don't pay me enough. Ain't no benefit enough for me to stay here and get skewered with fear toxin. Or I think one of them has a hatchet. Like, I'm not trying to find out. Nope, I got to go. I'm gonna put in some PTO, and I have to go. You know, I find myself wondering if things would have been simpler if she just got hit by the car. Even if she healed, which she probably would, I feel like I would have gotten great satisfaction watching a car, like, plow into her body. Is that rude? Probably, but I don't care. I don't care at all. And I knew it, I called it, as I often call things, that as soon as Malia stopped caring about the desert wolf, some clue was gonna show up, the wolf herself was gonna show up. As soon as she wiped the little name off the board, I knew she was gonna become relevant again. Oh, predictable. We're just okay with them sticking like a penis pump into Homeboy's forehead and sucking out his eyeball. That's a thing that we're doing now. We're okay with that. I'm just checking, just making sure that I didn't miss a memo that said that was not okay and they slipped it in. I'm guessing that it's okay because they did it, but I'm also saying that I didn't like it. It was a little extra. Okay, so Scott has to like fricassee himself to save Kira from the Drake Doctors, okay? So she conveniently wakes up as soon as they're safe to talk about Love Baby. They're gonna talk about whatever and them. I probably could not have rolled my eyes any harder if I plucked them both out and shook them in my hand like dice before I threw them against the damn curb and hoped that they burst so I don't have to watch that mess anymore. And I love how Teen Wolf brought in like a true Tyra Banks moment. Be quiet, Tiffany. Take responsibility for yourself. As we let the crazy doctor escape. That is all the time that I have for you today. I hope you like my shirt. It's actually a favorite of mine. It's new. But until next week, I hope you guys slay the day because it'll be okay. And I will see you all later.